Hello friends, welcome to my channel UI Passion. Today we will learn how to make simple calculator in plain JavaScript. So let's start. Start by with HTML. Taking div, using a met, taken div with class wrapper. Now we need heading, simple calculator in plain JavaScript. Now we need input value 1 and for value 2. So taking input, taken to input, id val1 and value by default value is 10 in first input field. Copying it for another one. Well, now we need a function on this. We write later. Some br. Now we need button. Before button, we need operator here. So taking is pen. Default operator is plus. We need id. Uh, Giving operator sign. I'm not feeling well due to cough. So sorry for my voice. Okay, operator sign. Default is plus. Now we need for button. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Giving id, addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Image per letter. Please remember that JavaScript is case sensitive. Now we need output tag. Taking it h4, the output will come here. Output is colon. Now we need span for dynamic value. Now considering 10 and 5. So default output is 15. By addition, we need id for dynamic purpose. Result will be our id for span. Now checking our HTML part. This is looking like this. So we need some styles for this. So I have already written. So for save the time, I'm copying and pasting it for time saving. But I explain shortly for you. Now you can see wrapper. Oh, one style is missing. Basically, this is our wrapper, and we have written CSS for wrapper and some typography for H2, color below, and H4. This is our H4. So this styles for H4, and this is for this one operator sign mismatch, name mismatch. So correcting it. This is our operator sign input, given some box shadow and border, and R button. This R button. Some CSS for buttons. There is one issue, font weight. So adding font weight in this 600. Let's check. Yeah, now it's looking fine. So this will be for active button that's pressed. So color will be changed when you hit the particular button, specific button. So as you can see, our HTML part is done with the styling. Now we are going to our script part. So as you can see, if you type character, it's allowing character here, but it's not, because evaluation is for numeric value only. That why need character in the fields. So we need to remove by validation. Okay, we'll write some code for this. Before the skip code, we'll call JavaScript on key up event. This is event on key up event. So key up is result keyword. So I'll change it with my key up. The same will go to the second input. Now writing first, I'm giving comment key up function to avoid characters in their input to function my key up. Now I'm checking. It's not working. Let's see what's the problem. Oh, uh, JavaScript is case sensitive, so there is a syntax error and is in caps. Now checking it. To avoid refreshing, I'm running it via a browser sync. Now it will refresh automatically. No need to manually refresh. It's running as a server now. Now as you can see, this validation is working fine now. Now we will call the same function for all the buttons. The we call on click event here. Function name will be calculate value, the val. Okay, calling this same function on each button. In the function we need some value, we need value, dynamic value for this input 1, input 2, I mean this and this and this one. We have two options to get the value. I'll tell you both options one by one. 12 document get, take care of the case sensitiveness while writing your code. Single or double quotes. Alerting it. Then alert is working fine. This is for value 2. Now we don't need alert. Need one more variable, that is result. Value will work for input field only. So this is 10. So I am removing dot value here, from here, result. Okay. The variable declaration should be on top. This is good practice. But with hoisting, if you declare a variable after defining the value, then via hosting, in the runtime it will go, declaration go up and defining goes to the down. This is called hoisting. So best practice is to declare your variable up before defining it. I hope you understand. Guys, if you have any query or question, you can comment me. I am trying my level best to provide you good videos. Even I am not well today. So we will use logical operator for empty value. If there are no values and you hit the button, then validation should come. So values are not there and you hitting the button, so user should know what is the issue. So we will use logical operator. Logical operator, basically I'm telling you, and, or, and not. These three are called logical operators. We use these two now. Okay, writing if condition, if value 1 not equal to null, this is null, and value 2 not equal to null. Alert, now alert will come if I'll change it later. I'm just checking it working fine or not. We'll implement our Excel code for sometimes. Now checking it. So what's the issue? Well, oh, sorry. Else, there, in else condition, nothing should be there. So removed it. It's done via copy pasting. Removed parameters. I think there is some error in browser sync. Let me check. Okay, we need some alert. To check what's the problem in the code. Function is working fine. This is very good practice to check via alert, or you can debugging it browser, whatever you feel. Okay, I'm just checking with alert. The problem in this line, the issue, value 2. Oh, oh, that's very bad, sorry. Now I correct it to value 2. Now we don't need it. This small error will frustrate you, so please take care. Now I'm checking, going in the right condition. If any value, either it or it, or both removed, this condition will go in else part. Now working fine. If you missed second one, going to else condition. Okay, if you missed first one, now code, our code is okay. Now we will appropriate alert here. Field value cannot be blank. Our code will not work if any field value is blank. Our code will go here in the if part. Okay, selection. So we can achieve this using just trying to make you understand. Commenting it. You can use here query selector. So you need to pass hash here. Now alerting, sorry. Working fine. Commenting, uncommenting, event by id, the same result will come. Working fine. So you have two options. You can use anyone. Now we will write code for addition. Okay, all codes will go in if condition. If event dot target dot id. If I'm clicking on this, target will be this and id will be this, and clicking on this, target will be this and id will be this as a global property, or you can say global object of our window. I'll make video about this in our coming days for all global objects. Event dot target id is equal to this addition. Checking with alert addition. Now we don't need this alert, don't need multiple alert. Now checking, yeah, working fine. Here it will not work as id is not here for addition. Addition id is on the addition button only, as you can see in our inspector. Okay, now operator will be plus, taking as a string, don't need alert. We need to change the here the value also. If the case for the other three buttons, now it's default plus, then it's okay in this case, but for other buttons it's not okay to displaying plus button. So for this, document dot get I think we should define it here so that to remove the, to avoid the duplication. Document dot get operator sign. This operator sign. Now we'll pass operator sign, then inner HTML, operator. Now copying this for active class, but we will do later for easy understand. Okay, this is our operator variable, so I'm taking it as a string, so removing it. Okay, now we need to one thing, at the last, not now. Okay, just copying. Four times. ID application divisor. Now need to change this subtraction division division. Now we'll go result part, result display. We need to give comment for a good practice. Division control forward slash for the use shortcut key. Now we need a variable final value. What we will do in this, will call our variable this value using variable val1 plus val2. 5 15. 5. This is not working, check it. Okay, how it will work? One thing is missing, we need to display it in alert first, then we will insert in our output part. What is this? 105, 10 and 5, 105. Oh no, I'm telling you why. This is concatenation in JavaScript, so this is concatenating to value addition. Other will work fine. If you minus it, it will work fine. I press. Now it's working fine. But in plus case, it's a concatenating the two values. For this, we have two options. I'm telling you both options. Okay. Either you use number before the value, tell the JavaScript this is not a string number. It will calculate it. Now it's okay. Or just use plus operator. Plus just before the value variable, sorry. Now it's working fine. If you have variable 5, sorry, string 5, not variable 10, it's also working fine 15, because we are telling this is not string, this is number by this this method. So I am reverting, just making you understand. Guys, if you like my video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. After lots of effort, I create the video. Now here we don't need manual operator, we need a dynamic operator. You got my point. This operator we need here. Copying it, let's see. Okay, this was missing, this was also missing. With this type, with this will not working like this. So what we will use, we will need to tell the browser to evaluate the variable. So we will use eval function here. Now it's working fine. Now it's not taking as a string, just evaluating the variables. But this is not a good practice. Basically hackers misuse this eval function. Please take care of this thing. For using, you can use alternative method, but eval is not a good option. Use other ways. You can use in dummy project. Okay. Okay. Uh, this was our, okay. One thing is missing. We are displaying in alert. We need to display over here. Here. So we have taken this, as you remember. result dot inner HTML final value. Now it's working fine. Okay. Default value is correct. If I am making it blank, not working, validation message is coming. If I'm trying to type any character, working fine. If I'm giving any value, my custom value, now it's working fine. As you can see, taking 50, 25, 25, 75 correct. Addition 25, 50 minus 25 also correct. Multiplication case also correct. Division also correct. Here you can see one thing is missing. Button is not taking active class. So we need to write some minor code, not much. Again, document copying. Copying the same addition. We have class list in JavaScript to add class. So I'll add active. I'll copy the paste for all these buttons. First time copying pasting. Subtraction, duplication, division. Again, this double or single. But current one is in active mode, but also button is not in its original color. So for this we need some loop. Okay, we'll fix it in a common, not in the condition. Before logical, I am writing the code for this. Okay, I'm adding the code. All buttons. Now I'm telling you query selector. What's the use of query selectors? Okay. We are taking all the buttons. As you can see, button, button, button. So we need to focus on the button. Don't need this. Now we need a for each loop to remove the active class from the other buttons. So I am writing code for loops. For each elements using arrow function. Dot class list dot remove active. It will not work, as I already told you that query selector for single selection, the first meshed element in the document. If you take all the elements, you need query selector all. It works in loop. It will not uh, it will not work without looping. You need to run the loop for this. If you think I'm using query selector all, it will work for all the buttons. No, you have to use the loop. Now I'm checking. Okay, what happened? It okay, I need an alert happening. There is some error. Checking it. Again, I think syntax error. Sorry, guys. You need to take care. No need alert. In fat arrow function, there is a space. Now it's working fine. So, okay, okay, 5. 20 plus 5, 25. This button is active. Sign is also correct. Now, subtraction. Sign is updated. Dynamic. Output is 15. This is also correct. Button active. 500. Active. Division. Yeah, all is working fine. As you can see in the code, this is our dynamic. These are also dynamic by taken default value 10 and 5. If there is nothing, work on the validation part for yep for these two fields, and write condition if this is blank here, with the logical operator. This is logical operator, not this is also logical operator, and make active class for the particular button using class list. This is pure JavaScript. I haven't used any jQuery in this. Okay. As you can see, we are achieving this with a single function for all the evaluation. Let's see. Here, this is single function. So basically, this is our common code, and this is method one. Method one. and we have method 2. I'm explaining it with two methods. Now I'll change, minor change. So copy, commenting this, now pasting. Now we will use different function for all these buttons, all these 4 buttons. Add, subtraction, division. Okay. Now this is commented, so this function will not work, only this function work. Common for two methods. This function is common for both two methods. Okay, so okay, now as you can see, I have changed the function for all these buttons. Now we will do it with the second method. So I'm just copying it, all the parts, function parts, copy, now pasting. Now we will focus only method 2, as we have already tested method 1. So this will not change, this condition will not change, this will also not change, only will change if part. This part will move here. At we don't need, now we are removing this. Okay, let's see. Working fine. Removing some unnecessary code from method 2. So don't it operator, just directly pass plus. Okay, so in this method we are removing eval. We don't need eval. Working fine. Yeah. Making is in 5 lines.